Hey, it's Naneski, and today I want to show you how to play the song God's Not Done With You. And I'm going to go right into the introduction. It looks like this. Standing in your ruins feels a lot like the end. Anyway, so that was the introduction. I'm not going to do the entire song like I usually do. I'm going to go through it piece by piece right away. So what we're going to do with the left hand is you're just going to be playing the bass notes however you feel comfortable with. Some people just like to play octaves. Got your F sharp, you got your G sharp, then you got your, you know what, let's call this a G flat in this song. Anyway, whatever. This song is kind of weird because it has like an F sharp and an F minor, which don't be bothered by it because these chords can be called differently. So for example, like you can call this a G flat chord or F sharp. So you could call it a G flat. I'm just going to call it F sharp in this song because that's how everybody knows this chord as, is F sharp, and then this is a F sharp, an F minor. See, it's a kind of a weird song. Anyway, so you're starting off with the F sharp, and you can just do this. And then you have a G sharp, and then an F, and then back to F sharp. And you kind of repeat that, except for the last time, then you play a A sharp minor. Anyway, so you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. For the introduction, you're just doing this, F, and then F sharp. With your right hand, that's where the hard things happen. So you're going to be pressing on these notes, and then you go into the song. So again, I'm going to do that really slowly for you. So C sharp, D sharp, F, C sharp, C, and then kind of like a passing little arpeggio you're going to do. C sharp, C, A sharp, G sharp. But it's really fast. So that's pretty much the part. So again, one more time slowly. C sharp, C, A flat, and then you go to that passing arpeggio here, and you start the verse. So if you need to rewatch that, go ahead and rewatch that. You can also set a very slow speed if you'd like, and the gear icon below in the video you can select like a super slow speed if you want like extra details. But that's how you do the introduction. When you're putting it together, it'll sound sort of like this. Sitting in your ruins. So it took me a while to practice this, so if it takes you a while, that's okay. Just keep practicing it and you'll get it, okay? So once you like separate it out like that, I think it becomes a lot easier. All right, so after you do that, you're gonna go straight into the verse, which consists of these chords. So you have your F sharp, ruin, C sharp, and then you have an F minor, lot like the end, F sharp, and then you're staying on F sharp, so used to losing. You got your G sharp, you're afraid to start again. Wait, that wasn't the right note of singing, but anyway. Afraid to start again. I think that was right. So notice that in the first line, after the F sharp, after the F minor, you went into the F sharp, but this time after the F minor, you're gonna go to A sharp minor. Again. That's how it looks. And then again, F sharp. Right now, all you see are ashes. F minor, where there was a flame. The truth is that you're not forgotten, 'cause grace knows your name. God's not done with you, even in a broken heart. And you go into the fun stuff, the chorus. So anyway, going through the verse again. So you're pretty much I like to separate the verse into two parts. So the first two lines have a beat of their own and chords of their own, and then the second part kind of switches this, the melody switches and it just becomes kind of different. So it's like two lines and then you got your four lines that are sort of different. So watch. In your ruins feels a lot like the end. So used to losing, you're afraid to try again. Right now all you see are ashes where there was a flame. The truth is that you're not forgotten, 'cause grace knows your name. God's not done with you, even with your broken heart and your wounds and your scars. God's not done with you, even when you're lost and it's hard and you're falling apart. God's not done with you. It's not over, it's only begun. So don't hide, don't run, 'cause God's not done with you. There's a light in you. Anyway, I just got kind of carried away, but I thought you would like to see how it all fits together. So pretty much what you're doing now is, after you're done with the verse, you're moving into the chorus. And so what I like to do in verse 1, kind of going back to verse 1, I just want to mention this detail, that in the original song, verse 1 has a total different piano pattern than what I'm playing. It's sort of like this. Standing in your ruins feels a lot like the end. Like it's kind of like a crazy pattern that he's doing in the original song that honestly I had such a hard time trying to figure it out. And when I did, I realized that it's probably not, there's like not a big point of teaching that crazy pattern, because, I think simple chords are just easier to play. So instead of playing like standing in your ruins feels a lot like the end, like he's kind of like transitioning from chord to chord like before the actual chord begins. Anyway, it's kind of confusing. So that's why I'm not going to confuse you. I'm just going to teach it to you super simply, okay? So just playing the chords feels a lot like the end. So F minor, what I'm playing is I'm playing an inverted F minor. That's how it looks like. So instead of just playing F minor like this, I'm going to play it like that. It's a little differently. Otherwise, I'm doing regular chords. You've got your A sharp minor, I'm playing the regular one. So that's it for the verse. That's all I wanted to mention. And then you go to chorus 1, and what you're playing is, your A sharp minor. So God's not done with you. You got your F sharp, even with your broken heart, C sharp. And then you go to F minor, wounds and your scars, and then again A sharp minor. God's not done with you, F sharp, even when you're C sharp, lost and it's hard in your inverted F minor, falling apart, again A sharp minor. God's not done with you. And then C sharp, it's not over, it's only begun, G sharp. Okay, and then you got, so don't hide, F sharp, don't run, G sharp, 'cause God's F minor, not done, F sharp with, and then you have that same melody as the introduction that you can play here, or you can just do chords. Or you could be fancy and do. It's hard to play that and sing, so you have an option to sing and play chords or to play that melody. And then you go into verse 2, which is really similar to verse 1. So you just got, there's a lie you don't notice till you're standing in the dark. I didn't memorize the voice for this song because it's just kind of hard for me. It's a lot. Okay. And then, inside your shattered heart. And then right after verse 2, you're going right into the chorus the same way. So, God's not done with you, even with your broken heart and your wounds and your scars. So what I'm doing here is I'm playing a little louder than chorus 1, and I'm doing it by pressing on the bass. So either octaves, God's not done with you, or just with one key but pressing it really hard. Okay, so God's not done with you, even with your broken heart and your wounds and your scars. God's not done with you, even when you're lost and it's hard and you're falling apart. God's not done with you. It's not over, it's only begun. So don't hide, don't run, 'cause God's not done with you. So you could do a melody here. You could also do this melody. You can do that melody here. If you want, you could add that melody here, especially if you're not singing. So, he's not done. What? See, when I try to sing and play that, it's just really hard. So, he's not done with you. And then you go into the bridge, and the bridge is really beautiful, and you have this chord here that you haven't seen in the entire song, and it's called a D sharp minor. So it looks like that. He's got a plan, this is part of it. He's gonna finish what he started. Oh, I feel like that's a F sharp. Okay, so he's got a plan and this is part of it. He's gonna finish what he started. He's got a plan and this is part of it. But part of it. He's gonna finish what he started. He's not done. And then you go to this part. It's so hard for me to sing and play this. Okay. Okay, I can't do this. I can't sing and play. Sorry, guys. So, he's not done. Not done. God's not done writing your story. He's not done. God's not done writing your story. And you can repeat this again if you're not done. And the chords for this are F sharp, G sharp, F minor, same as the introduction, and then an A flat. And then you can go into the chorus right away. God's not done with you. God's not done with you. God's not done with you. Anyway, you kind of have some parts where you're not always singing in the original, and you can kind of play around with that. As you can tell, it's really flexible. And then the outro is like, he's not done. God's not done with you. It kind of ends off with a C sharp, and you just kind of end it off like that. I know I'm explaining it really open-endedly because honestly it's up to you, because there's chords, there's a lot of freedom to kind of customize it like you want. But that's it. I made the song as simple as I could for you, even though in the introduction in verse 1 it's a lot more difficult than what I showed you guys. Anyway, that's it. I'll see you in my next free tutorial. Bye.